Supplementary list or pronouncement of judgment, item 21.
Present appeal fails and accordingly dismissed.
Item number 22 to 24.
Pronouncement good था ना?
एक और है ना सेट
एक हो गया।
ये रहा ये रहा।
This appeal stands dismissed.
ठीक है रिजेक्ट भैया अभी रख दीजिए अंदर भेज दीजिए।
Well, I want to know. First, I'm praying for a permission to move a writ appeal in respect of the Itanagar Common Bench before some recruitment in the next week.
In a writ appeal,
My lord.
where do you want it to be listed, here
Yes,
or in Itanagar?
here, my lord.
Why?
Because in the next week, maybe the following also, Honorable Justice Kardak is sitting, his lordship cannot take up the matter.
Okay, so get it listed on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever you want.
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
deep.
May it please your lordship.
Adjournment, for, if any, item number 1 to 6.
ठीक है चलिए। You want to 27, 25 to 27.
May it be the lordship.
Yes.
This particular matter was fixed for.
Which
hearing
one?
the
Which one?
second week of-
You want
Second week
a
of-
listing permission, okay?
Yes, my lord, because I want to file some documents with leave of this court. That's why my lord, the listing is important.
What is the matter?
Matter is gonna regarding area salary.
Writ appeal or a what?
Writ appeal.
Okay, fresh. Is it a fresh
No,
writ
no, my
appeal?
lord. It is fixed for hearing in the second week of June.
Yes, then,
But in the meantime, they got some RTI reply. They want to file the in the particular writ appeal, my lord.
so you presentation of an application doesn't require any permission. Present the application, the registry will deal with it.
I want to file an additional affidavit.
So why do you need our permission for that?
Because writ appeal, my lord, no press documents is allowed. That's
You
all.
file the application, then we will give you the permission once it comes up.
Yes, ma'am.
In item number 25, my lord. We have
Yes,
filed, yesterday we have filed the affidavit. Lordship, please to call for the.
call the affidavit, yes.
May it please your lordship. Two fresh writ appeals, lordship, I have filed for listing next week any date.
Wednesday.
I'm deeply obliged.
Or listing for his petition, it is in pending, my lord. Just
Pending,
Pending, it is not,
pending matter, what is the next date?
next date is not given, my lord. It is, last it came up on 9/4/2021. After that, it is not, I am the respondent, my lord.
Find out. Find out what is, if it has not, why the date has not been given. Then get it listed in the next week. Yes.
Lords, may I kindly pay for listing of a writ appeal on Monday, your lordships, because the matter pertains to a transfer which has already been brought into effect, your lord.
Already been
Brought into effect, your lord.
hmm,
I have already been directed.
Relieved.
Transferred.
relieved or not?
I am holding post, but I have not yet gone, your lordship.
Okay, very well. Monday.
Much obliged.
Please, Lordship. Lordship, in respect to item number 25, Lordship, there are some connected matters, Lordship, which orders need to refer, Lordship. Kindly call for record, Lordship.
Bengali now.
Obliged, Lordship.
Daily list for orders, item number 1 to 3.
So far as item 2 is concerned, Lordship, I am appearing in that case. That is an appeal filed by the state.
Hmm.
So matter has come for orders. Lordship may be pleased to fix the matter for final disposal.
In fact, the contempt application is before your lordship,
Hmm.
and on the last occasion, your lordship had directed my lord, the chief executive officer to file my lord, the affidavit, my lord.
Yes.
In fact, my lord, what has happened, very briefly stated, my lord. My lord, in fact, there is a provision under the Act, Panchayat Act 1994, my lord, to withdraw the resignation within 15 days, my lord, from the date of resignation, my lord.
Hmm.
Now the authority is concerned in misconstruing, my lord, section 72, my lord, having received my withdrawal letter after 15 days, my lord, they had passed consequential orders saying that I have vacated my office. And thereafter, my lord, the charge of interest precedent, my lord, was handed over to the respondent number, my lord, 4.
Hmm.
Now, thereafter, my lord, the present petitioner in the contempt application, he approves the honorable court, my lord. And the honorable court, after hearing all the
We
parties,
had directed respondent number 3 to file an affidavit.
my lord,
filed on day before yesterday, my lord.
It's not there on record. Let the affidavit come.
my lord.
Then counsel Mr. So-and-so submits that affidavit on behalf of the respondent number 3 has been filed in the office. The same be brought on record. When do you want, Saikaji, when do you want the matter to be listed for final disposal? We know.
My lord, lordship may kindly take up the contempt. Lordship may kindly take up the contempt, my lord, next Monday or Tuesday, my lord.
Why? Let the appeal be decided. Let the appeal be decided. If we do not find any merit in the state's appeal, your contempt petition will become stronger.
That is correct, my lord, but what I'm.
That don't stand on ceremonies, sir. Let the contempt petition, let the connected writ appeal number so and so be listed for final disposal.
Short date, my
Say
lord.
the date, whenever you, both of you agree.
My lord, next week, my lord. My lord, no. Next week or, my lord, or second week of, my lord.
How long can we hold back the learned advocate general from enjoying his vacations? Okay, just whenever you, both of you decide,
Fifth, my lord.
both of you decide.
Fifth, my lord. Fifth, my lord.
Okay. All right, 5th,
My lord.
very well.
Obliged, my lord.
For final disposal,
My lord. Obliged.
okay. In appeal, you write for final disposal and this contempt, the affidavit be brought on record.
Deeply obliged. my lord.
Item number 4. Sorry.
6th,
Obliged. my lord.
Item number 4.
what is number 3 about?
Lordship, 3 is the, Lordship, I am the vice president presently holding the post of insert president. Lordship.
Okay, so you have also challenged the order.
I have also held a-
All right,
Connected, my lord.
that will come up along with that.
My lord.
Item number 4, madam.
This is too much.
No, I
Yes.
filed an affidavit regarding my drastic service, madam, that we could not accept.
Just tell us your locus to file these IAs. You are for the review applicants.
Yes, my lord.
Tell us your locus. Why is the proposed accused required to be heard before registration of an FIR?
The response number 1, my lord.
You are representing whom?
Review appeal, my lord.
So you are the proposed accused in the FIR,
Yes, my
the
lord.
police officers concerned.
Yes, my lord.
Why are you required to be heard?
Was my lord, it was not yet case of registered, my lord. The complaint has been.
Sir, why before registering a criminal case, the proposed accused is required to be heard?
Well, the fact is that the honorable
Come with the principle, answer the question, which is a principle of criminal law. Is the accused required to be heard before registration of an FIR?
The informant, my lord, cannot directly come to the High Court, my lord, to register.
That is the moderation of that is between the High Court and the informant. Who are you to say so?
But I am not yet the name as a accused, my lord.
So then what is your locus to file this petition, gentlemen?
But my lord, the order, my lord, which is in past, my lord, direction is be given to treat the complaint.
We will make comments on your conduct now if you want to say so. The police officers acting too smart, trying to thwart the registration of an FIR in a clear case of custodial violence. You take our certificate also and your fate is accomplished.
No, kindly see, my lord, the order, my lord.
All right, argue then. Argue then. Very well. Yes. And we'll make comments and we'll direct the registration of the FIR transfer to the CBI. We'll do it right now because there is no chance of a fair investigation by the local police in these circumstances. Take your decision, take your instructions. Don't go by his advice. Your clients will be in hot waters, we are telling you. This is absolutely misconceived. An accused is never required to be heard even before cognizance.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us the provision of criminal law wherein the accused has a say before registration of FIR.
But the
Tell us.
recent judgment, my lord, 20, my lord, it says, my lord,
Tell us, we are not on what complainant has a right to do, but what the court can direct.
yes, my lord.
Tell us what is the right of the accused to come into the picture before registration of the FIR.
I am not yet, my lord, my submission is.
So who are you now? You are stranger to the case.
No, my lord, he has, it's a made as a party, my lord, in a petition, my lord.
Wrongly made, sir. We have not passed any direction against your client.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it? So why you are agreed with the order?
But my lord, in the complaint, my lord, my name is there, my lord.
Okay, then argue on merits. Check the order now. Argue. Your argument is you were not heard and the complainant has other means to approach the courts. That is the argument. All right. Mr. Nath, what is the status on direction given? Whether the FIR has been registered or not as yet?
Lordship.
If not, there is one contempt proceeding in the looming on the face of it.
Well, in one case, I have received the instructions as per, they said that has been directed to take necessary action already on.
When was the court's direction given?
They have been directed on 25/1/2023.
FIR is to be registered forthwith, Lalita Kumari.
Correct.
What takes it 4 months to register the FIR?
No, on 25/1/23, they have been directed to take action as per the honorable court order. Latest instruction, kindly give me few minutes, I'll take.
Few minutes, yes. All right. Pass over for the time being. Because if the FIR has not been registered so far, then there is a contempt proceeding against your commissioner.
I'll take this.
As superintendent, whosoever it is.
Item number 5.
5, 6, and 7 out of the same judgment and order.
We know
4, 5, 6, same.
the league of police officers against whom there is an allegation of custodial violence. Those who want that the investigation shall never take place against them.
But in a,
You argue, don't worry. Wait for your turn. Yes. You have got a few minutes of respite. Take instructions from your client. And it is for sure that we will direct investigation by an independent agency. Okay, next.
Item number 8.
There's no one. None for the petitioner. Amendment application. कर देते हैं, amendment allow कर देते हैं. The allegations are quite interesting. Yes, IA number so and so has been filed by the petitioner in PIL number so and so, seeking leave to make amendments in the application, in the writ petition, having gone through the grounds set out in the interlocutory application, we are inclined to accept the same. The amended writ petition be filed within 2 weeks. Yeah, extra paragraphs. That is not the process. There has to be a full amended petition. as well. And for that also, amended cost that can't be by hand. You're uploading your. Yes, yes. Rounding it out. Right, left, that's it. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Item number 9.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Okay, prayer for delay condemnation, sir.
How much is the delay?
Please, Lordship.
68 days. Who is there for the respondents?
My lord, I appeal for all the respondents.
So do you have any objection, madam?
No, my lord.
Hmm?
No, my-
IA number so and so has been filed by the appellant Sharon seeking condonation of 8 days occasion in filing of the connected writ appeal. The opposite counsel representing the respondents does not object to the prayer for condonation of delay. Hence, the application is allowed. Delay is condoned. The connected writ appeal shall be numbered and listed for admission after 1 week.
Much of.
Item number 10.
May I please your lordship? Lordship, in this matter, opposite number 4 has filed IA. We have filed an objection just now.
Who is for the applicant, please?
We file an IA on the ground there is a defaulter. Defaulter in paying the KISS money. There was a
Maybe,
stay order which was operated in that.
yes, stay was passed in presence.
Yes,
So 2263 does not apply.
that's not, we are not on that, my lord.
Then,
Because when your lordship stated, on the ground, there is a gazette notification issued by the government on 18th of January 2018.
hmm,
So irrespective,
Hmm.
you should be aware of the gazette notification.
Yes.
That is why the learned single just said that it was not a part of the NIT. It
anyhow,
was not a, but your lordship's view was that you should be aware of that, irrespective. My lord, we are not on your lordship, we are on an
Subsequent-
IA.
subsequent conduct.
Yes, what has happened? He defaulted in payment of the revenue to the government, his money, which is mandatory under the statute on
Alright.
80.
Yes,
We have filed objections just now. Lordship, may I pray to take up this matter along with this affidavit of opposition next week? Lordship?
the matter comes up for orders on IA civil number so and so filed by the applicant respondent in the respond number
Four.
4 in the writ appeal seeking vacation of the seeking vacation of the stay order passed in favor of the writ appellant. Then counsel MS so and so representing the writ appellant submits that she has filed an objection. The same be brought on record. List Wednesday. 7th June.
One matter, I think yesterday it was listed before lordship, one similar matter. Your lordship, I think Honorable Justice Chaudhary recused this matter. He was a counsel. I
Is
think
the- is it
similar-
this-
Similar matter was involved.
Similar is different.
But-
In that case, maybe,
Yes,
but
I
she
know.
might have appeared for one of the
Yes,
parties.
I was also, I told my learned friend, he came whether there will be a clash of interest.
Mm.
Because I supported the gazette notification, but
Hmm,
on a different ground. Gazette notification was a part of the NIT.
okay.
And the counsel who appeared said it has to be in the part of statute, not in the part of
So
NIT.
what do you want? You don't want to appear or what?
I just telling whether your lordship by law.
Okay, okay.
I am deeply obliged.
7th June.
Lordship, instead of 7 June, may I pray to take up this matter on 9th, Lordship?
Very well. 9th.
Nine.
9th.
Item number 11.
May I please, your lordship? My lord, here the judgment impute. The
Hmm.
honorable single judge had foreclosed the legal ground as to say that non-appointment of the presenting officer has vitiated the
Hmm.
entire decision proceeding.
Yes.
As well by the judgment of the honorable.
Record.
Lordship, yes, record is there. Lordship, kindly pass over for the time being, Lordship. I'm bringing the record.
Item number 12.
Yes, what is it about?
This is a repeal filed with the state, where the issue was against two posts, 4 persons, they file applications.
Oh, yes, we now remember. General Advocate General had made a statement that the application record was missing. Is that case?
Yes, Malad.
Hmm.
At that point of time, ultimately, we got the records and applications we have filed in the form of an affidavit.
Yes, those applications are there, but what we remember now is
Malad.
that earlier it was informed that those applications were not in relation to this recruitment.
In one, Malad, the report came that the application of this Amit Kumar Dev, the
Yes.
respondent number 1, his application is in respect of 2012. In fact, Malad, now it has come to our knowledge, Malad, that all these 4 applications, those were directly given to the directorate, and directorate inadvertently Malad, sent it to the agency who conducted the selection.
Hmm.
In fact, as per provisions of the advertisement, they are to submit their applications to the district social welfare officer.
Okay,
Lordship kindly comes to page 47. As per this is the advertisement, Malad, that starts at page
yes, just hold on.
in the appeal. Malad.
You've been able to resolve that issue regarding how the record went missing.
Malad, in fact, all these applications ultimately we got from the agency whom we appointed to conduct the
That
selection.
E-Mitra kind of thing.
E-Gramin service.
Yes, E-Gramin.
Lordship. Malad, we had a contract for 5 years with them. At the first instance, Malad, they said that
But
contract period is over.
public recruitment, how the records can lie with the private agency?
Malad, after Malad, the applications are Malad, the voluminous records are there. So many candidates were there, Malad. Therefore, a specialized agency has
It
been
can
engaged.
all be digitized and kept in a server. That's what everyone is doing that. What's your stand? Why don't you take a decision, conscious decision? We are doing it in the examination cell. We don't retain the records for beyond a particular time, but they are digitized and stored in the servers.
It's a continuous process, Lordship, that things are.
Because
changing.
you can't keep on storing physical records over a period of decades
Yeah,
together.
most of the records are already seized by the police also.
In
There's
this
a
case.
Criminal
Yes.
case.
Pursuant to the entire selection process.
Okay, okay, very well.
Look.
Yes, now all right. What
Lordship,
is
kindly Malad, come to page 46, Malad.
46? Yes.
46. So this is the advertisement. And next page, Lordship will find, we are
Hmm.
concerned with this, Malad, serial number 3,
Yes, LDA come typist.
middle below.
Hmm.
LDA come typist, temporary post on regular basis, number of vacancy 4.
Ah,
These posts are lying vacant in the district of Jorhat and Kachar. The candidates belonging to these districts only shall apply.
hmm.
The employment exchange registration number of the concerned district from where the candidates belong should be mentioned invariably in the application. Then kindly come to page 49.
Yes,
No, Malad, page 50, sorry.
50,
Page
yes.
50, Malad. For the post of LDA come typist, temporary post on regular basis, serial number 3, and LDA come
The
typist,
page, which para you are reading?
page 50, kindly Malad, bullets points are there, second point.
For the post of, yes.
For the post of LDA come typist, temporary post on regular basis, serial number 3, and LDA come typist, temporary post on contractual
Hmm.
basis, serial number 5.
Okay,
Application must reach the office of the concerned district social welfare
yes,
officer
yes, yes.
from where the candidates belong
Hmm.
on or before 31/3/2014 by 5 PM during office hours.
Hmm.
Now, what has happened, Malad? After the Malad, interview is over and information comes from the district social welfare officer that 347 applications, those were submitted to the district social welfare officer, remain unattended, Malad. In fact, those are kept in the packets. Those records are available, Malad. If Lordship, those are in my office.
Okay,
Lordship has directed us to produce.
those applications which were directly received by the district social welfare officer, they were not processed.
They were not processed.
Oh my goodness.
And Malad, the concerned officer, Lordship asked us what happened to that officer. He retired in that year only.
Okay, and then what about these applicants? They furnished it directly to
They furnished it directly to the director.
Directorate.
Director Gujarat.
Why it was entertained? Why they were entertained?
It was wrongly, Malad. It was done wrongly, Malad. 4 applications were received and those 4 applications were sent.
How do you say that they were furnished to the directorate
Malad,
directly?
the applications are there, Malad.
Applications.
That application we have annexed in the affidavit.
Yes,
In the recent affidavit, original copies are with me. Malad.
yes. Director of Social Welfare.
Yes, Malad.
Yes, yes, yes. That is foul play on the face of it. Mm, mm.
Now, Malad,
Own candidates, yes.
now
Yes.
under these circumstances, when the results were not published in respect of these two posts, Malad, the
But
direct,
there is an observation that 2 posts in Kachar were filled in.
no, Jorhat.
No,
No,
Jorat.
those were not filled. Malad.
Not
Ultimately,
filled in.
We take the instruction, those are not filled. In fact, no application was received for this. Jorhat.
No application
No
was
application.
received. All right.
Those are still lying vacant.
Okay.
Malad, kindly come to page 68, Malad. This order was passed
68. On?
on 11th of January 2018.
Yes.
Director said, I'm taking your lordship to the next page.
Mm.
Whereas on verification of the records, it is seen that the result for the post of LDA cum typist was not declared along with the result of the other post. As per available records, 2 posts of LDA cum typist regular was earmarked for the Jorhat, the Kachar district only.
Mm.
The candidates of Kachar district could apply with employment exchange registration only from Kachar district, should apply for the post as per advertisement number so-and-so dated 24th of February 2014.
Mm.
As per the said advertisement, applicants have to submit their application to the district social welfare officer, Kachar. The district social welfare officer was asked to send those applications to the Directorate of Social Welfare, Assam, in due course of selection process.
Mm.
But later on, after written examination and viva tests were completed, the then social welfare officer informed verbally the directorate that few applications were left in his office and requested to take necessary action on the matter.
Mm.
Therefore, it was decided not to declare the result of 4 posts of LDA cum typist regular kept pending of the matter, since there no action has been taken to declare the result by the authority, and the result of the 4 post of LDA cum typist regular was not declared along the results of the other post, which was declared on 17th of February 2017.
Mm. Mm.
This order was put to challenge by filing the writ petition by the petitioners.
Mm.
And finally, Malad, the order impugned,
Mm.
Lordship will find at page 114 it starts.
Already in?
114, Malad.
Yes.
Paragraph 2, Malad, facts have been quoted,
Yeah.
noted, Malad. And
Yes,
paragraph
yes.
5, Malad.
Mm.
In terms of the state direction, they filed a writ petition in 2016,
Mm.
and pursuant to that 16 writ petition, the order has been passed by the director.
Mm.
In terms of the state direction, the respondent number 2 by order dated 11/1/2018
Mm.
disposed of both the representations by.
Just, Mr. Nath,
Malad.
have you elaborated in your affidavit that these applications were given directly to the director?
Yes, yes, Malad.
Where is it
We have-
mentioned? Yes, yes, para 4,
Lordship,
page 3,
Lordship, Lordship.
deponent states
Hello.
directly. Yes.
Malad, page 117 of the order.
Is the sequence rather indicates that the social welfare officer must have been given some kind of hint not to forward the applications.
Malad,
That is apparent on the face of it.
correct.
Yes. Where are you reading now?
Malad, paragraph 5, 117, page
Yes,
117.
yes.
In terms of the said direction, the respondent number 2 by order dated 11/1/2018 disposed of both the representations by rejecting them. The reason assigned in the said speaking order was that there were certain applications which were not sent to the directorate by the district social welfare officer at Kachar
Hmm.
inadvertently, and therefore it was decided that the result for the post of LDA cum typist regular should be withheld. Agree with the said order, the petitioners filed the second writ petition, WPC number 1385/2018. This is how both the writ petitions have come up together for consideration.
Yes, yes.
Now, kindly come to paragraph 8, para 8.
8?
8.
Yes.
Mr. So-and-so, the learned state counsel, on the other hand, supporting the stand taken in the affidavit filed by the respondent number 2 submits that total number of 347 applications were received for the post of LDA cum typist by the office of the respondent number 2 in the month of March 2014. As per the report of the District Social Welfare Officer, Kachar, dated 14/1/2019, the application of the petitioners for selection to the post in question was received in the year 2012. This is in fact not correct. In
This
respect
is
of-
incorrect.
In respect of Amit Kumar Dev. But no such application applying for the post in the year 2014 was available in the official records. They filed the applications directly to the director.
Yes.
Since the conduct of the examination was outsourced by eGramin Services Private Limited, information regarding the list of applicants and their details for the post in question was sought from them. Accordingly, a report was received on 3/5/2019, wherein the name of the petitioners appeared at serial number 2 and 4, and total number of candidates were 4 only. The Lanet State Council therefore submits that under the circumstances, as some of the applicants for the post having been left out, inadvertently, a fresh selection process has to be conducted. But having noted all this, the conclusion, Lordship, can kindly come to para 10. From the above extract, it may be seen that the result of the viva voce test have been withheld after the respondent number 2 on being verbally informed that few applications were left out in his office and therefore necessary action may be taken in the matter. The reasoning given by the respondent number 2 in my considered view is vague and cannot be accepted inasmuch as no specific details about the left out application is mentioned and there is no formal communication from the office of the District Social Welfare Officer, Qatar.
Yes.
My respectful submission in this regard, 347 applications, those were with us and those were in fact placed before the Lanet single judge.
They were placed.
Records were there. Records are there. We have the records. Number has been quoted, 347 in the application, and the letter was there. Letter is there. It may be seen. It may also be seen that it is not even the case of the respondent authority concerns that complaints have been received about non-consideration of applications submitted by the applicants for the post of LDA cum typist regular. Therefore, the respondent authority is concerned, more particularly the respondent number 2, in my considered view, cannot withhold the result of the viva voce test on such grounds. Further, the submission and stand of the respondent number 2 that the application of the petitioner for the year 2004
Deprival of opportunity to other entitled candidates. This is a selective design, very normally 4 applications are given and then they were forwarded to the Yes. Yes.
Therefore, the respondent.
We have read it all right.
And accordingly, my lord, under the para 13, under the facts and circumstances, the
Declare the result, yes.
is directed to declare the result of the viva voce test. My lord, being agreed by this direction, we have preferred this appeal. My lord. The grounds we have taken at page 11. My lord.
Page 11.
Page 11.
But maybe your grounds might have been supplemented in the subsequent affidavit. Are these the grounds that the applications were directly filed to the director? Is this a ground in your appeal?
No, my lord. In fact, my lord, kindly, my lord, I read, my lord, ground B, C, and D. D, I'll read first, my lord.
D.
D.
Yes.
The Lanet single judge, for that the Lanet single judge erred in law and failed to consider that the participation of the respondents do not
This we have noticed.
give
All right.
them rights.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Speaker Chaudhary. What do you say?
May it please your lordship.
Hmm.
My only contention before your lordship, that it is true that our application is before the director, record produced at that. My lord, at what time the wisdom prevailed over them? Only 2 days.
Sir,
back.
it is apparent, it's apparent a case of fraud on the face of it.
Well, but was it-
What prompted your clients to directly file the applications to the director?
my lord,
You see, the sequence is so beautiful. 4 applications received, the other 347 applications, keep them on hold. 4 were forwarded. What more is wanted?
my lord, at least,
If you want an inference of conspiracy and foreclosure of your client's right to ever vie for selection in order from our court,
my lord, after a judgment, we are hoping for some kind of relief for 4 years. Is admin
only relief can be relaxation in age in the process.
age
If
process,
fresh process,
some age relaxation may be given to us.
that can be permitted.
And my all humility, my lord, if I can pray, my lord, that at least I am able to know my result. But I'm not asking for an appointment.
Fraud on the face of it. If you take that opinion, your client's doors are foreclosed forever.
My lord, then I leave it to your lordship to give us some kind of, my lord, taking into consideration an unemployed.
So
youth.
this will be on concession. This will be on concession that you, because the original records have been produced, the applications were furnished to the director. So obviously the applications were not in tune with the advertisement. Therefore, they were justified in quashing the recruitment. And because now it's a question of 9 good years, there will be age relaxation.
Age relaxation.
To that, what do you say? Because you have also been negligent in pleadings.
Correct.
Pleadings before single bench were not happy,
Correct.
happily worded. All right.
Correct.
Then Government Council, Mr. Nath has placed on record the application forms of the respondents herein, whom a direction has been given by the learned single bench that their results of viva voce shall be declared and consequential action taken. And Mr. Nath points out that in terms of the advertisement, the applications were to be filed to the district social welfare officer Assam, whereas, the respondents directly filed the applications to the Director, Women and Child Development, Assam. The applications, as many as 347 applications were received in the office of the District Social Welfare Officer, which were somehow not forwarded to the E-Gramin Services Limited, who conducted the examination, and thus, those candidates were deprived, wrongly deprived of an opportunity to participate in the selection process. Full stop. He thus urges that there apparently has been a fraud in the manner in which the applications of the respondents were selectively processed. He further points out that the director concerned retired in the same year, and thus, no action could be taken against him. Faced with this situation, Mr. P.K. Roy Chaudhary and counsel representing the respondents, candidly concedes that as the eligible candidates who had undoubtedly filed applications to the district social welfare officer in terms of the advertisement dated so and so, and since, his clients filed the applications directly to the director, the selection process is indeed vitiated. However, his prayer is that as there has been no selection process in the meantime,
No.
as the
For this
posts
for
are
this post-
still,
for
these
this post.
2 posts of so and so in the Kachar district are still lying vacant, as and when the respondents, appellants conduct a selection process, the respondents herein may be allowed age relaxation so that they can also appear in the same. To this submission, Mr. Nath does not have any objection. Thus, the impugned order dated so and so passed by learned single bench is reversed. First of the direction given by the learned single judge to declare the results of the viva voce examination of the respondents is hereby quashed. First of, however, in the interest of justice and to ensure that the appellants are not deprived of the opportunity, respondents are not deprived of the opportunity to participate in the selection process owing to this long run out litigation, it is hereby directed that as and when the recruitment process for the two posts of LDA cum typist in the district, in the office of the District Social Welfare Officer Kachar are conducted, the respondents, and so also the 347 candidates whose forms were illegally retained, shall, if so desired, be granted age relaxation. Why deprive them?
But now, if now if they initiate, publishes a advertisement, my lord, they will participate and the lordship has given them relaxation, my lord, for this appellants.
Only for them, those two.
So the
They have
others
not approached, right?
Others have not come.
The respondents, do इन्हीं का करिए, चलो. The writ appeal is allowed in these terms. Interlocutory application is disposed of.
How about that?
Yes.
Item number 13.
Appellant's counsel has circulated an adjournment slip.
Yes, ma'am.
List after 4 weeks.
Item number 14.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes, please.
My lordship, last occasion, I left confidence meeting. was
Yes.
Fixed on, but.
What has happened?
My lord,
We
they
have got
cancelled
the
them.
instructions. My lord, just a day before the special meeting was scheduled to take place, the president of the Anchalik Panchayat, he fell sick and he decided to skip the meeting. So my lord may reconvene it this time under the aegis of the DC. Just in case if he still remains absent.
That you mean that it was intentional?
My lord, that is, you can give him the benefit of doubt. my lord.
It is intentional,
Yes.
my lord. It is intentional, my lord, because they.
So we'll direct that it will be done under the aegis of
The DC highlight.
DC Alakhande. This court is informed that the meeting to convene the no confidence motion as directed by the Learned Single Bench could not be held because the president skipped the meeting on the premise that he was ill. In the circumstances noted above, we hereby direct the Deputy Commissioner Alakhande to convene the meeting for considering the motion of no confidence within next 10 days.
10 days.
The result of the no confidence motion shall be communicated to the court. No confidence motion meeting shall be communicated to the court in a sealed cover.
My lord.
List on. When do you want? June.
Deeply.
Copy of this order shall be transmitted to the DC Alakhande forthwith.
Item number 15.
Dropped teachers.
Yes, my lord, yesterday also.
Mr. Nath, where is Mr. Nath? Call him. He is not for the education department. Mr. Nath, we are seeking your assistance in these cases. We propose to club all these provincialization matters and have them considered through a special bench. It's too much of a litigation. The courts are engrossed in this litigation for decades, we will say. We intend to put this to a rest. So these are the special bench will give the liberty to the special bench to group the matters as per its convenience. But we propose, if Learned Advocate General is desirous of assisting the court, you may please call him. We'll ask him if he can assist the court, but we intend to put this issue to rest for all times to come. There's too much of multiplicity, rounds and rounds of litigation. Give them a note. Call Mr. Saikif. So then we'll need your assistance for providing the information of the matters.
Yes, sir.
From the department. The department can very well provide the information.
My lord.
We'll of course seek the information from the registry also. Mr. Mazumdar, all three of you, you, Mr. Advocate General, Mr. Nath, and you, your good self.
Fine.
AG sir, there's one thing which is bothering us a lot. This is this litigation of provincialization. These are drop teachers cases, but there are
Norm 1991.
thousands of writ petitions, appeals. Proposal is we form a special bench, a division bench, club all cases, all categories. Give liberty to the special bench to group the matters as per the controversy, nature of controversy.
In,
We will give you liberty also.
yes, Lordship.
So,
In
बताइए.
2008, there was a division bench of My Lord Justice R. Gogoi and My Lord Justice B.K. Sharma. Every day, day-to-day hearing took place. In 2010, that case, My Lord Justice, he will know that finally it was closed, that all these cases were tagged together and there will be no further cases. This case also, like drop teachers.
No, my lord, my case is.
Its legacy
not
continues from
provincial.
1989 till 2010.
Let us make
Four
a
categories of cases were clubbed. Four categories, including drop teachers, then those OBB teachers, illegal teachers, irregular, and there was a blanket order from the court that till you regularize all the illegal teachers, no fresh recruitment. We went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court gave us the green signal to continue recruitment. So in 2011, we conducted recruitment for about 40,000 teachers because there is a blanket bar from the High Court.
That is,
That was now Lordship is going to repeat the same thing because this exercise
no,
was
we will
already
not
done.
repeat the same thing.
No,
We
no,
intend to
what
take
I'm
it
saying,
to,
this
take it to a
regarding
logical conclusion,
constitution
please.
Of the education bench, this exercise was already done.
But
Yes, it requires because again,
put
new,
an end to this.
yes,
Simple as that.
Yes.
that attempt was done. Now again, fresh attempt, we are open to it.
Because you feel that attempt is futile in advance, then we'll not do it.
No, it is required, Lordship. It is
So,
required.
all right,
There are
so-
some leftover cases,
We need
but we'll take help of all those judgments.
all three of you, will request all three, you, Mr. Mazumdar and Mr. Nath, to assist
So,
us.
Lordship, I have a team for education department. Those will be
Separate,
more
separate.
convenient because they know in and out of.
Very well.
So.
You depute.
Rajesh Majumdar and
Okay.
Tohid Sisti.
Okay, very well. Mr. Chisti and Mr. Mazumdar.
Rajesh Majumdar, not. Dilip Majumdar.
I understand. We understand. All
And,
right,
and another Noyan Khatuniar.
all right.
These
So
are the
on
standing councils of education. They will assist.
your suggestion, we are assigning them the task of providing all details. All cases of provincialization, they will give the information in the
In
registry.
fact, so far as provincialization cases is concerned, already by Lordship's predecessor, two predecessor, they have already engaged the registry to club those cases.
That exercise, we will
That
also,
exercise is already ready for hearing. In fact, hearing also took place
Place
in
again.
two rounds, and the judgment was to be delivered, then there is a elevation.
irrespective of the fact
That-
that the cases might be for single bench or division bench. Every case will be listed,
Absolutely,
the
that they
special
bench,
DB.
because all these cases.
special DB.
Yes.
We find,
My lord, in this case, actually, this is not provincialization. It is relates to pensionary benefits, my lord.
It is
I have
offshoot of
already
same
known-
because
offshoot, your
Yes,
case
yes,
will be considered in
Yes.
your own category,
Yes.
but this will
I
go
know
before
that.
the single bench, division bench.
Yes.
We find that there are a large number of cases pertaining to
Hmm.
issues arising from provincialization of teachers which have seen multiple rounds of litigation for more than 20 years. Thus, in order to, these two appeals are also a part of the said legacy. Thus, in order to give a quietus to the litigation, it is proposed to club all cases pertaining to
16.
provincialization and place the same before a special bench, special division bench, which shall, proceed to consider all those cases by appropriate measures of grouping within bracket issue wise. And thereafter, the matters shall be proceeded day to day till the same
Lordship has indicated only Lordship is narrowing it by provincial. There are other issues like
and allied issues
other ancillary issues.
and ancillary issues. The registry shall take instructions for constitution of special bench. Full stop. the cases, Mr. Rajesh Mazumdar, Mr.
Noyan Khatoniar
Nayan Kotonia,
and SMT.
SMC Chisti, advocates, learned counsel representing the Education Department shall, under the guidance of learned Advocate General, prepare a list of cases and written submissions with all previous judgments so as to assist the division bench in laying the controversy to rest. These two appeals shall also be listed before the same division bench along with appeals. How much time would you need?
2-3 weeks will be required.
3 weeks
because
time will be granted to learned comment council to prepare the
Last
necessary
week of
details.
this month, we'll give the list so that
Necessary
immediately
details?
after vacation, it can be started.
Necessary details. All right.
Check করবো লাগবে, check করবো না লাগে না? Electrical, check করবো না লাগে।
Now these two appeals are admitted and shall be listed before the special bench concerned.
Item number 17.
Yes.
On the last occasion, I made a commitment that some positivity will come out.
Yes. Yes.
We have done. Initially, Lordship, the Forest Department gave us the figures about 408
8 families or children.
originally who were evicted from Lamding Reserve Forest.
Hmm. Do we have
The
some?
very first stage, we have rehabilitated 203 families.
Mhm.
Thereafter, those leftovers,
Hmm.
around 200, they choose one particular plot of land where they stayed on their own.
Mhm. Where this incident happened?
No, no.
Where this is, no,
There is no incident here.
no, no,
Here,
this.
The eviction was,
News report. It relates to which plot?
now here it is regarding the children of this particular people who were staying in that particular plot of land without government's any interference.
Hmm.
Some newspapers, Lordship was pleased to read, where it was said that the student, the young children were suffering.
No, that was the news report. They were,
Provide medical setup, and in fact, earlier also medical facilities were provided, now drinking water, hygiene, everything. And in the meantime, we have done the exercise. The remaining families, Lordship, we have already identified a land. They were taken to that land. In 10 days, it was handed over to them, and some small areas are which are low lying. So through DRDA, it's a government agency,
Mhm.
we are filling up the land so that in 10 days time, they will go and start living there.
okay.
So far as the children are concerned, we leave it to this honorable.
We are mainly concerned with children.
Children, that
We are
is
not
what
about the,
I am giving one suggestion.
yes,
If Lordship give us a direction, because they will be like normal children
Of
of that area.
of course.
We have ample number of Anganwadi centers. We
Hmm.
have ample number of elementary schools. We have ample number of public health services centers, Lordship, PHCs, SHCs, all this. So whatever is to be done, we'll do.
Hmm.
But already, and those persons, initially it was about 208 who were remain. It shoot up to 350. That is the area. Now, last week we have identified 308. Genuinely, what we have done, it is much more than what we are providing now. So a lot of people clandestinely came and joined this group. So certain things which are totally different from in the ground level.
Yeah. Saikia, we are not concerned.
Yes, Lordship, but we have already done. Even
Squatters or encroachers, we are not bothered.
now,
Only concern is
out
children.
of 350, 308 families were identified who were actually there. We
Hmm.
took them and they were happy and they are moving.
Okay.
Regarding the children, Lordship may pass. But what happened to the 308 plus that 350, that figure, 42? According to them, they are in some other places. They are working in Kerala or Chennai. So a lot of people, Lordship, who do not have any, they were never inhabitant of that reserve forest.
Hmm. They also have
They
come in.
also come and join this group. And when we say that you are not there, they say they threat us taking the name of the honorable court, that will go to the high court.
What
They-
has simply given a
They are using the
suggestion
name
to
of
take
the
care
court.
of
That's
children.
What our officers are facing, I am just.
Simply
I am bringing to the notice of this honorable.
Relief camp to take care of the children. That's all
Yes, that's lordship. That's why I say
the endeavor
that
is.
we have all the facilities. Let there be a direction to that. Also, otherwise also the normal people are taking the facilities.
Do we have anything on writing, in writing?
The concerned officer, he's in Chennai today. He WhatsApp me everything. Lordship may give us 1 week's time. We'll file an affidavit to that effect.
All right, then Advocate General. You have got any other information?
My lord, your lordship will kindly take note of the order dated 21/4/2023 passed by this honorable court.
Mm.
My lord, this information has yet to come up, my lord. The second last paragraph of the order dated
Yes,
21.
yes.
Oh,
This information, similar shelter camps. Mobile is working.
So for that, kindly give us 10 days time. We'll obtain that instruction and also
Mr. Strike,
very few lordship.
whatever, just you give us your plans about children. That's all we want.
It's part of the judicial order, lordship.
Yes,
That figure lordship wants, so we'll disclose it.
all right. Learned Advocate General submits that the officer concerned is not available as he has gone on some official duty, gone out on some official duty.
No, he's not on official. His wife is ill.
I
So
am not available today.
he himself took them last week to the places, handed over everything, and the families are happy because
State authorities have
still they are
already
getting.
started taking appropriate measures to provide all possible aid and assistance to the children who are facing difficulties in the camp. If praise for it is granted, 10 days time to bring all the facts on record. List on 15th June.
Item number 18.
May it please your lordship.
Yes,
My lord, there is a community called Jolha community, my lord.
Julaha.
Jolha. Actually, my lord,
It's
initially.
it has different connotations. It is Julaha. Basically,
Depends
they are
on-
weavers or those who indulge in coloring the clothes.
Yes. Anyway, my lord, what had happened in this case, they are included in the central list as well as in the state list. Now, my lord, all of a sudden, my lord, we have been taken out of the MOBC list.
It's to the hurt, you notice to the respondents. You will have to get them served.
Yes, my lord.
Steps for service be taken in 3
my lord,
days.
Prima facie, after the constitution amendment in 2018, my lord, it can be now done only by law. So therefore, my lord, the only returnable date interim prayer will be considered, my lord.
Need not write, the interim prayer is there. Notice of interim relief also,
Yes.
interim prayer also.
Deeply obliged.
List. We can fix in July.
Immediately after vacation. my lord.
Yes, list in the week commencing from 17th July.
Deeply obliged.
Item number 19.
Yes.
May it please your lordship. My lord, the petitioner is aggrieved by, my lord, non-disclosure of what has happened to the movables. Auction took place 12/5/2000.
Disputed question of fact, sir.
My lord,
File an application to DRT.
my lord, DRT application, my lord, in my humble contention,
Yes.
subject to correction, my lord, section 17.
Gentlemen, you were before the DRT.
My lord,
You were before the DRT
no,
earlier.
no, I was not before the DRT at any point of time. Auction-
Why didn't you go?
My lord,
You
auction,
were given the opportunity.
my lord,
Proceedings are ex parte.
I did not.
When was the first objection raised regarding movables in the property?
My lord, after sale, the sale was conducted on 12/5. 16/7, we got to know that the sale has been executed.
If you were so anxious about your movables,
My lord,
why this reaction took so long to come?
because my lord, so far the date of sale was concerned, we have taken this pleadings in our petition that was not informed to us because the petitioner being a senior citizen.
You had the notice of DRT.
My lord, here I have made a categorical statement that he had to shift to Delhi because of, my lord, the
There's no
COVID.
argument at all.
My lord, here my very simple, my lord, limited prayer, my lord. 30 lakhs was the 28 odd lakhs was the liability. My immovables valued at around 30 lakhs at that point of time. It included the movables, the stocks and immovables, what
Where
37 lakhs.
where is the Caesar list?
My lord, that is what, my lord, my pleading is that no Caesar list or inventory. under-
Gentlemen, why didn't you go to the DRT and make a prayer for that?
My lord, that is fair, my lord. I came to know of the sale on 16/7.
Can't be. entertained.
45 days, my lord, by then had already expired. My lord, I had my limitations.
And what was the first writ petition?
My lord, the first writ petition was against the auction sale. But that
Let
we
us
withdrew.
just hold on. Whether there is any pleading in that writ petition that my mobiles are lying there. You see this step-by-step improvement.
My lord,
See the pleadings.
my lord. In that writ petition, there
Yes.
was, my lord.
Let's see, read.
That writ petition right now is not with me, my lord. It was
Registry is
conducted.
directed at the file of WPC number 5224/2022. And then why didn't you make a prayer then?
My lord,
That at least direct the bank to hand back our movables.
my lord, that
You
was-
withdrew it.
That's why we withdrew it, my lord. We have come up before this wonderful court.
Gentlemen, this is step-by-step improvement.
Anyways, my lord, let the other writ petition be listed, my lord will. And my lord, one more,
So and so with this, within we can dispose of with the file of this writ petition and list matter of 1 week.
my lord, deeply apply.
Hearing matter बाद में. Supplementary list.
Supplementary list, item number 25.
In this case, my lord, we have filed the affidavit, my lord, day before yesterday. Yesterday, we have filed the affidavit, my lord. Lords will look into our affidavit, my lord. We have annexed the documents, my lord.
Yes,
Case 227(3).
273. Yes.
That is the resolution adopted by the Executive Committee of the Autonomous Council, my lord.
Mhm.
That about the massive re-encroachment taking place at Lahorian block number 3 on the plot of land which was already freed through eviction on so and so.
Mhm.
The Executive Committee took a serious view and directed the Revenue Department KSC to evict the encroachers immediately from the Sorkari land. It is on 2nd May 2023. Then the
Yes.
lordship in next page, my lord, the Principal Secretary passed an order that communicated it, my lord, to take the necessary step by the Revenue Department on 3/5/2023.
Yes.
Then Annex of 5275, that is the order.
Mhm.
Lordship will look into that order.
Yes.
Seen the inquiry report submitted by Assistant Revenue Officer, Review Revenue Circle, by letter number so dated so on the illegal occupation of government khas land by encroachers under village Lahorian block number 3, Moja Borjan under Review Revenue Circle. Whereas it is felt necessary in public interest to keep the reserve land free from any illegal occupation and for development activities and allotment of the government land has led to the landless people of the district for agricultural purposes as per provisions of the Assam Land and Revenue Regulation 1886 and Land Policy. Where it is seen from the report of the Assistant Revenue Officer that the
Mr. Burgoyne, last 2 lines of this
last
order,
2 lines, my lord.
Pardon, my lord.
last 2 lines of order annexure 5.
And
My lord,
all the darks number, my lord, that is not the land of the petitioner, my lord, it is the government khas land.
My lord, before I revert back to that query, your lordship,
And before that, my lord, I want to another submission, my lord. In that particular writ petition, we have filed the affidavit in opposition on 2nd February 2022. This writ petition was filed in October 2022. In that writ affidavit opposition, we have clearly stated that the petitioner, as per direction of the Honorable High Court, my lord, they have submitted the 12 petitioners submitted the potta, my lord. Out of that, my lord, 7 fake pottas were furnished to us, my lord. And that we have filed the affidavit to that extent. No reply has yet been filed in that particular affidavit.
Petition here.
That single just repetition, my lord.
my lord, we have already mentioned it. Today morning only my
And my
colleague
lord,
has
another
mentioned.
point, my lord. Yesterday, my lord, 6 other writ petitions, similar petition was listed before a single judge, my lord. Interlocutory application was filed. Interlocutory application regarding that, my lord, notice issued by the district magistrate. Honorable Court, my lord, single judge recorded our statement and disposed of the interlocutory petition. 6 petition yesterday, my lord. And today also before the single judge, another 6 petitions are listed, my lord,
Okay.
regarding the same issues, my lord.
Mm.
We'll place all these records, my lord, before the single judge also today. Yesterday also we placed it, my lord.
Very well.
And today
Yes.
also. And another point, my lord, lordships.
let him complete, my lord. Let him complete.
My lord, if
Yes.
you lordships, my lord, there is a unique provisions of the constitution in this particular, my lord, area, my lord. If you
Sixth
lordship, my
schedule.
lord, article 6, no, article 244, my lord.
Yes.
Lordship, will look into that provision, my lord.
There is nowhere in India that provision is there. That provision is only in the Karbi Anglong and Diba Hassau, my lord.
Yes,
Article 244, my lord.
244.
244, my lord,
Yes.
2. The provisions of the sixth schedule shall apply to the administration of tribal areas in the state of Assam. Article 244A, my lord.
Yes.
Formation of an autonomous state comprising certain tribal areas in Assam and creation of local legislature or council of ministers. It is nowhere in the India, my lord, only it
No,
is
no,
there.
we have been taken through this provision. What do you want to highlight?
My lord, that paragraph 3, we have that in this particular case, they have silenced the law, legislative competence of making law. In that particular law, my lord, we have enacted the law as per paragraph 3 that we have the power to make allotment of the land. Accordingly, we have allotting the lot, but they have silenced that particular act before.
We have
this
not
particular act.
interfered. No? We have not interfered.
My lord, but my lord, by virtue of my lord, that whole eviction process, that is, we have no power of eviction. That will
No, issue here is that can you evict a quota holder?
not, we are not evicting a quota holder.
You can evict an encroacher.
Yes, my lord, yes, my lord.
We don't
Yes, my
come
lord.
to the
Let
aid
me
of the,
clarify only on that point, my lord.
we definitely will not come to the aid of the
My lord.
encroachers.
My lord.
But quota holders,
Yes, my lord, yes, my lord. And this is the
Yes.
specific order.
what do you have to say?
Your lordship, when this writ petition was filed, 7211, was with respect to the eviction notice issued by the KAC under Rule 18 of the Assam Land Revenue Regulation. We challenged it that it was not, that was the rule which, the eviction notices which have been passed against us was not followed by the due process of law. On that basis, on 23rd 12, 2021, interim protections were granted to us. Now, after that, your lordship, we filed an affidavit, additional affidavit, challenging that the Karbi Anglong Land Revenue Authority, the KAC, have exercised the power of Assam Land Revenue Regulation by invoking the Act of 1958, which is beyond their legislative competence. Now, on that aspect, the learned single judge asked the KAC to clarify that point. Now, your lordship, subsequently, KAC filed the affidavit. Your lordship may kindly see, I have asked for the record to come. Your lordship, kindly see their affidavit
In which writ petition?
in 7211. In single.
But why we are required to see the
My lord,
readings of this SB writ petition here?
my lord,
If you want us to do that, file it on record. Bring that on record then.
my lord, what happened? And I
Yes.
will put it like that.
Yes.
They are saying that they are competent. When in the additional affidavit, we said that you are not competent to evict us also.
For the present, you asked us to take this matter up urgently,
My lord,
despite the fact that you had not served the notices on them. We took it up, we have given you the protection. They have come out with a pertinent reply. They are not touching any of those people who are in the writ petitions. What is the problem?
no, they are, no, my lord. When they have given assurance to this court on 18 and 29, even after that, they have encroached in my land and broke the houses of my land tenants, for which we have filed a contempt petition, my lord, is pending.
That will be taken care of in the contempt. What is to be done here now? Now they are on record saying we are not touching those people who are in writ.
My lord,
What is wanted?
my lord, the question is
So
that,
under the garb of these petitions, if more people start pouring in and making an encroachment, what the council will do?
your lordship,
Yes.
let me.
This
be very-
can't be a license to people to just get into the bandwagon and start making encroachment.
No, my lord, when they have filed this affidavit, the lordship will appreciate this time.
Yes.
When they have filed this affidavit, the present affidavit and the earlier affidavit in a single bench, their grounds were the same, similar. They never came for vacation of that stay order, interim order. Now they are saying that your lordship will see that when the stay order was in operation, on the face of the record, they are saying that they want to evict. Now, who are those persons? Are we protected from that? That is my question. First thing.
That order itself says you are protected. We'll make it clear that the petitioners who are having periodic pattas will not be disturbed. All right, we'll reiterate that direction.
My lord, your lordship, if the lordship does that, I will be very much great. But secondly, my lord, the most pertinent question is that does the KAC in this on the face of it have the power to evict me?
Your lordship may kindly look up the 2 Supreme Court judgments of constitutional bench.
He says we are not doing it for the present. We are only proceeding against genuine encroachers.
My lord, even that they cannot do. That,
Oh, you are not representing them now.
my lord, there are
You are
certain,
not-
my lord, there are certain,
There be also
yes, my lord, there are certain,
encroachers.
no, my lord, they are saying that I am encroachers. They are saying that I am encroacher.
We will clarify that those who are having periodic pattas will not be evicted same as provided in law.
My lord, as far as periodic pattas are concerned, they are saying that in 35 writ petitioners are before your lordship.
Yes,
They are saying
some of them are fake.
some of them are fake.
Yes,
No, without that, on what basis? Because we are saying, because that will be a matter of discovering of a fact,
yes.
my lord. How can they come that it is a
That
fake,
we will ask them, we'll ask them, how are they alleging that they are fake?
my lord?
But otherwise also, that issue is before the single bench, not before us.
My single bench is protecting me, my lord, but
It's all right.
my lord, in spite of that, they are threatening us, my lord.
So then you file contempt.
My lord, contempt is pending. It is
Then
not been-
what division bench will do?
My lord,
Go there physically and stop them.
no, my lord, in this division bench, what I am saying is that as a whole, my lord, KC does not have the power, because of the Supreme Court Constitutional Bench judgment saying that by exercising of 318, paragraph 31A, you don't have the right to even make law on transfer of any subject with respect to land. Your lordship will kindly look into the judgment. And there is a follow-up judgment of this honorable court, division bench, Tarani Kumar Roy. They are saying that KSC does not have the power to bring in operation of Assam Land Revenue Regulations. Those two are there, my lord. And if your lordship,
We'll decide your matter when it is taken up for final hearing.
well, they have filed a affidavit prima facie. What I'm saying is that let
Protected you.
protect the 35 petitioners, my lord. The 35 petitioners are there.
What else the order is? What is the order then?
My lord, 23/12/2021.
Yes.
Last period, my lord.
Yes.
Subject to taking steps on the respondent as well as submitting the requisite valid land documents with tag numbers and patta numbers.
Mr. Counsel,
My lord.
what is your stand regarding these petitioners?
My lord, in this petitioners, my lord, though we have protected them, my lord, we will not evict. The principal secretary has passed a specific order there.
All the petitioners herein.
Petitions pending, 11 petitions are pending before this court. No one will be transferred. A specific order has been
My
passed.
lord, let it be very specific because past experience is very bitter, my lord.
Gentlemen, you can't preempt these things. If they again flout the court's order, the process has to be taken. What can be done? Yeah, an officer says, all right, I'll go to jail. I'll still flout it. What will do?
My lord, situation in KAC is totally very pathetic, my lord, to be very frank. Let the 35 petitioners, my lord, let it be specifically treated. Before, my lord, that's mine.
The order is very clear, Mr. Burgoyne. Land involved in writ petitions pending before High Court shall not be disturbed. All right. Land Counsel, Mr. Chutia has placed on record an affidavit of the
That's for number 3.
respondent number 3,
My lord.
annexing therewith copy of the order dated 24/5/2023, which conveys that land issued by the principal secretary, KAC, which conveys that land involved in the writ petitions pending before the High Court shall not be disturbed till a direction from the High Court is received. Thus, reiterating the interim protection granted to the petitioners herein on 31/5/2023, the respondents are given 6 weeks time to file detailed affidavit.
We have filed affidavit, my lord. This affidavit will suffice, my lord, lordship.
You don't want any more pleadings to come,
My lord, would file it.
the matter is adjourned by 6 weeks.
Hello, lord.
Item 26,
You send it back. Yes.
Last order, yes.
Yes.
SP3, no?
On the last occasion, your lordship said, please to pass an order directing the SP to be personally present.
Yes. So there is an allegation. Have you got the CCTV footage? Is there a CCTV in place in the police station, please?
The last occasion, I was not there. Your lordship probably directed also that what is the status of the CCTV installation, etc. My lord, we have brought this. I'm just placing it before lordship. What is the present status?
Let's see.
We are concerned with Bilasipara.
Hmm?
We are concerned with the Bilasipara police station. Bilasipara police station.
Yes. What is the status? No CCTV.
At present, no, my lord.
Hmm.
Installation has been done.
Hmm.
It's not yet OPD because the expert is not given.
Connectivity is yet to be done. That is to connect to a central kind of observation, oversight kind. That connection is not there.
Yeah.
But individually, this is CCTVs are functional or not.
Individually.
It has a DVR.
My instruction is CCTV connectivity has not been done. What?
Connectivity means what? It is to be installed locally.
It's not functional, my lord. It's not yet functional.
Your
Installation has been done.
report says connectivity is to be done.
Yes, yes.
Very convenient. Don't need connectivity as yet. We need the local data available in this DVR. Yes.
Good morning, Your Lordship. The CCTVs are being connected as per the Honorable Supreme Court directions as a part of the Assam Police CCTV Connect project. So the process in Dhubri district, we have 8 police stations, out of which for 2 police stations it's been completed. And for the other police stations, the equipments have been received, but the wiring has not been done yet. Yesterday, we received in particular case of Bilasipara police station, we have received the UPS yesterday, and they are in different stages of installation, but the installation has not yet been completed. We've got the photos of the present status as well. I can submit it.
How long will it take to make the equipment functional?
Your Lordship, the date for the entire state has been tentatively given as 10th of June 2023.
Okay. Yes. Now, what is your stand, Mr. Mazumdar? Children picked up with the mothers.
Children's, my instructions, I've got another document also, kindly have a look. The sequence of events. Children were not picked up. Since mother was asked to come because she was having information about the accused, she was not disclosing.
Juvenile Justice Act.
Your Lordship is a
Child can't be brought to the police station.
These children are not in conflict with law as per the Juvenile Justice Act.
Even if they are in need of care and protection, can you take them to the police station, please?
They were not picked up. Mother was asked to come and the mother said there is nobody else to look after the child. That is how the mother.
Can your officers be so heartless? She is charged of 2 and 2 only. What prompted your officers to bring her to the police station in the night? She was running away.
The incident took place at night and thereafter at 2:30 a.m. the police had to visit the place of occurrence.
So what was the anxiety to pick up the ladies in the night? Knowing very well that there are small children with them.
The lady was not picked up because she was having information about the accused. He was not disclosing.
So
in the morning. 4:30 a.m.
So what you will do? You'll beat her with a belt. Then
to collect information to ask her.
Can you take a woman to the police station in the night? Tell us.
Okay.
Come to this. Read CRPC.
Arrest cannot be made, man.
Let's see, gentlemen.
45. 46.
Yes.
46-4.
46-4 minutes.
Yes.
Save in exceptional circumstances. No woman shall be arrested.
Yes.
After the sunset and before sunrise.
Yes.
And where such exceptional circumstances exist.
So All right, what prompted you to bring her to the police station? On what ground? What were the grounds to
Madam-
call her to the? Is there a summon that appeared at the police station for giving the statement?
Kindly just go through this. I have mentioned, they have mentioned everything here. What, under what circumstances she.
Yes,
Well, I'm reading from the beginning, just your lordship will bear with me.
yes, yes.
First information regarding a person Basir Ali being shot and murdered was received on 25th of May 2023 at 2:11 hour. The patrolling party immediately rushed to the place of occurrence at around 2:38 hours.
Yes,
Victim Basir Ali was lying in a pool of blood and his wife, who was in the same room, started crying and saying the names of Rajak Hussain and Shahjahan Ali, that they have killed her husband.
Hmm.
One party went to the house of Rajak Hussain, who is around 4 to 5 kilometers from place of occurrence. He was found in his house and was brought to the police station for further examination. Another party headed by SDPO Bilasipara women officer went to the rented house of Shahjahan Ali, which is at a distance of around 1 kilometer from the place of occurrence.
yes,
Shahjahan Ali was not found in the house and only his wife, Rokia Khatun, and 2 children were in the house. Shahjahan Ali is a known criminal who is involved in several dubious land dealings. He was already arrested in connection with the previous murder case, Bilashipara PS case number so under section so, edit section 302 IPC, in which a 50-year-old man had been murdered by a mob due to a land dispute, and Shahjahan Ali was one of the main conspirators in that case. Since the wife of the victim, Basir Ali, had mentioned that the murder of Basir Ali had happened due to the land dispute with Shahjahan and the related financial dealings, there was reasonable suspicion to believe that Shahjahan was involved in this murder as well. On asking Rokia Khatun where her husband was, she mentioned that she doesn't know where he is and that he was not present during the night. Hence, to elicit information, let me kindly note, elicit information regarding the whereabouts of the main accused, his wife was brought to the police station on 25/5/2030 at 5 a.m. in the morning.
yes. So that is night time.
After, yes, ma'am. After,
Brought to,
yes.
under what what power?
Let me compliment that.
Your note is there. What is the power? You can give a summon to the witness. Can you bring the woman to the police station for interrogation at night? And that with children.
5 a.m. is not night in Guwahati. It is all by 4:30.
Our clock still says we don't have a different time zone.
We don't have, but one is absolutely bright in the morning.
Yes.
After 4:30, your lordship.
That we know, but the clock in our country doesn't make a distinction.
We'll have different time zones soon, my lord, but then till now, but after at 5 o'clock, it's absolutely
Mr. Mazumdar,
sunrise.
she said my husband is not here. I don't know. So you want to interrogate. So you take her to the police station, small children being dragged along. All right, we direct registration of FIR immediately against your officials.
Lordship, may kindly see the next section, just few paragraphs, my lord. Since
What you have spoken till now
My lord.
is enough to give that direction.
This is the written instruction I have got from them, my lord. Under what circumstances they have brought, she will be.
All right, now this was on 25th May.
My lord.
Then what happened?
My lord, Lordship, may kindly go for.
Continue.
Since this was a heinous crime of murder by a gunshot wound, there were several witnesses who were examined and all of them named Shahjahan as the prime suspect. There was reliable information that wife Rokia Khatun was fully aware regarding the whereabouts of her husband. After examination, notices under section 160 CRPC were issued to her and they were let go on PR bond and summoned the next day. Copies of notice, etc. On examination of brother Shahanur and wife Rokia Khatun, it was learned that Shahjahan has another wife, Sukhjan Bibi, whose address was in Baumner Lalga under Chunari PS district Gwalpara. A party was sent on 25/2023 at around 11 p.m. for checking if Shahjahan was in the house of his wife.
Yes.
On reaching the house, Shahjahan was not found and his wife was brought to examine her at around 4:15 a.m. on 26/5/2020.
Now you say that this is also after sunrise, right?
415 may not be married. I will not say that.
Mr. Mazumdar, the sequence is very clear on the face of it. What kind of atrocities your police officers are doing?
Under what circumstances? Please explain.
Baby of 2.5 years. All right, we direct the entire police station to be placed under suspension right now.
Lordship, let her explain what actually.
Yes,
Your Lordship, the.
you are
first-
the superintendent of police.
Superintendent of Police of
Yes.
Dhubri District. Your Lordship, when the first, prime accused Shah Jahan Ali was absconding, we did a lot of local inquiry, and then we got to know that his wife, the second wife, she stays in a remote share area under Chunari PS in Golpara. So we had dispatched a party from Dhubri district at night, and they reached the house of the second wife at around 4:15 a.m. Your Lordship, at around 4 a.m. it is pretty bright. During
Again,
the
you are trying to tell us what is day and what is night.
No, Your Lordship. In the house of the other, the second wife, her parents were there, her brother was there. There were other members, but because it was a 2.5-year-old baby, she did not want to leave the baby, and hence we had to bring, she got the baby out of her own accord along with her. We did not get the baby or the children along,
Okay.
but because the children did not want to leave the mother, they accompanied the mothers and came. And Your Lordship, this.
Why could your officers not have waited for 2 more hours?
Lordship, it is a remote shore area and they had to come walking. And after that, I apologize that we did not wait for.
You are a lady,
Your Lordship.
and how your officers have behaved with women. What have you done till now? These facts are on the record, your own document. 4:15 a.m. She is brought to the police station with a child.
Your Lordship,
More is wanted.
the woman sub-inspector was there in the raiding party. I apologize that we should have waited for 2 more hours and then brought her. I apologize for that. Your
Why do you need to apologize for these thankless people? All right, very well. Yes, Mr. Mazumdar.
Yes.
When was Rokia Khatun arrested?
Yes. Huh?
Your
Last-
sequence,
last-
you gave her summons to appear on the next day. That is, she was to come back on 26th May.
26. Yes.
Now your sequence is silent. She is shown arrested on 31st May. What happened between that period?
My lord,
She was kept at the police station.
she was not kept.
Yes.
Your Lordship, notices were issued and she was released on PR bond, and then she was summoned the next day. We have the 160 CR.
Next day was 26th.
And Your Lordship, all the local witnesses were pointing their finger to Shah Jahan Ali. And because as per local information, we have that Rokia Khatun was well aware of all his land dealings. And the murder weapon through 7.65 mm cartridges were found in the scene of crime. And we have not yet been able to recover the murder weapon. So the local source
So
information.
for your failure to nab the principal accused, you will start picking up women. That's what you try to convey.
Your Lordship, the local information conveys that the wife is well aware and she has been complicit equally
So,
in hiding the murder weapon, and which is why we had to interrogate her. And because this was a completely blind case, several witnesses have been examined. So we had to re-examine her continuously so that we could corroborate new facts. And Your Lordship, if I may submit, because Shah Jahan Ali is a very well-known criminal in that area, interrogating or examining his wife.
So there is a presumption that his family members are also criminal.
Your Lordship, it's not a presumption. We have local information and witness statements which say that she was well aware of all his land dealings, and his brother and she were complicit in the conspiracy and abetment of the murder of the original.
You're directing registration of an FIR now, right now. Do you have anything to add, please?
My lord, Lordship has seen the circumstances under which all these things have happened.
Mr. Mazumdar, tell us from your case diary, what happened after the lady was summoned on 26th? Where is your case diary? You can do anything you want to the accused. Why pick on ladies and children?
Rukia Khatun, my lord, one of the wives, she was produced in the court
On
on
31st.
31st. She was arrested on 31st.
So that's what the question is. You gave her summons to come back to the police station on 26th.
Summons to every day, my lord.
Your written note doesn't say so.
This note was hurriedly prepared, my lord. My lord, copies we have of notices. With from the case diary.
देखना आप लोगे जब होगा 26 के बाद में इसको वापस समान कर दिया
वो सही बना बहुत स्कोर लगता है ना
Mr. Mazumdar, your written note says Shahjahan was not found in the house of his second wife. She was brought to the police station at 4:15 p.m. Your statement was she was residing in a remote char. So presumably she must have been picked up much before that. 4:15 is arrival in the police station. We are going by your written note.
Letter about this, the penalty apprised on.
दिखता है नहीं
Just like understand. On the court is making it clear that you say that you want them to every time.
Your lordship, she was got from her house at 4:15 a.m. and she's brought to the police station at 12:10 p.m.
12:10 p.m.
PM.
Next 7 hours.
Next day.
Your note says
12:10 p.m. during the day, your lordship.
of course we know that is why 7-8 hours.
Yes, yes.
4:15 to 12:10.
Right.
So picking her up at 4:15 is admitted.
26 में बोलता है, which is 26 only.
Yes.
Next day, next day again, she was called at 11. Okay. So we'll focus 27. 26.
All right, you give us a translation of the case diary. We'll retake the matter on 27th, on 7th. Provide us a translated copy of the case diary.
May I pray for a time being, lordship kindly see page 17 in the petition,
Yes, just
to my petition. Yes. Lordship will find, ZD entry is made.
GD entry, yes.
Yes, ZD entry made on 25/5.
23.
23.
Yes.
At
Yes.
2:11 a.m.
Unknown miscreants.
Yes. Now lordship kindly see page 18.
Yes.
Page 18.
Yes.
Unknown miscreant, my lord. Now FIR is filed. FIR is filed, my lord, on 7:30 at 7:30 p.m.
On
on the same day.
7:30. Yes.
It shows, my lord, some unknown miscreants. Now, how they came to the, my lord, know about the, my lord, sequence of the effect as
submitted before lordships.
Yes. Hello, Lordship, may kindly allow her to.
Yes.
Your Lordship, victim party was not, because they were in a state of trauma, they could not immediately file the FIR, because of which we took a suo motu case, and a supplementary FIR giving a sequence of names was filed the next day by the brother of the victim, which clearly has the name of Shah Jahan.
Now, please don't make us comment. This step-by-step improvement, you want us to believe that?
Your Lordship, all these documents have been submitted in the local court, the first FIR and the
So
subsequent.
the names of the accused dawned on them subsequently. That's what you want the court to believe.
No, Your Lordship, the first is a suo motu FIR, because we knew about a cognizable offence being committed, we immediately registered the FIR. And the brother of the victim submitted an FIR with the names of the first name being of Shah Jahan Ali to us the next day, that is on the 26th. But because the case was already registered on the 25th, Your Lord, this was added as a supplementary FIR and submitted to the Honorable Court of Vilasipara the next day. All these documents are in the Honorable Court of Vilasipara.
This FIR was.
Mr. Mazumdar,
My lord.
don't force us to comment on their conduct any more than what we have already done. This is a systematic setting up of the case. Your police inspector went to the house of the victim. He was there. The victim was lying all alone on the bed.
Yeah.
His family members were there. At that time, they didn't know who the miscreant was who fired. Second report at the hospital. Till then also they don't know. Suddenly in the morning it dawns on them.
No, man. In the, my lord, Lordship, may kindly see, when they went there, the victim, the wife told that these are the two persons who are involved. In the first paragraph, it says, Reza Hussain and Shahjahan Ali have killed her husband, she said.
But in the FIR is silent. Unknown miscreant.
Read annexure 2, page 19. Read your own inspector's report, page 18.
Page 18, man.
Yes.
This is
No,
so
all
much
right, then
FIR.
let us go into the details now. Nitty-gritties of the thing.
My lord.
You want the case to be destroyed right now? What you fabricated, you want us to destroy, we'll do that.
The investigation could not suffer for all these things. This is another aspect in the present case, my lord.
So then why your SP is trying to get us to make a comment on that? And to comment on the incompetence of your officials. Your inspector goes there. Let's see what his statement is then. Okay. 161 statement of your sub-inspector who went there. Read aloud. Dena sabin padhari. Padma Pani Bora. Read his 161 has been recorded or not? Read that, please.
On system to record for search. On system to record.
Yes. Yes.
That is recorded.
Recorded in the diary. Okay. Read his statement aloud in by translating it, Mr. Mazumdar.
Well, let us translate. Is it SMS? Okay, we'll have to translate.
Yes, so read it. Read it, please. She files a complaint to the SP.
Melody is in English.
Read, all right, pass it on. A complaint is filed to your SP on 29th. What is the action taken on that?
29.
Page Annex 4, page 22.
Page 22. Page 22.
On I'm you didn't receive this? Okay. It was given to whom?
Page 22.
Your sub-inspector makes all kind of inquiry.
Madam.
The suspicion is cast that Shahjahan was and Bashir Ali were involved in some kind of land deal. Till then, no one comes forward and says Shahjahan is the shooter. Suddenly, on the next morning, eyewitnesses come forward and lodge the FIR saying that we have seen him doing that. That's right.
Well, this sequence of events that we have given here, it is said that the victim Bashir Ali was lying in a pool of blood, and his wife, who was in the same room, started crying and saying the names of Rajiv Hussain and Shahjahan.
That's what we are saying, Mr.
My lord.
Mazumdar.
My lord.
Your inspector's report doesn't say so. Read the first report, which is GD diary, which he records.
Page 18.
It is there.
GD is there on the with the petition.
Yes.
Read at page 18.
Page 18 of the resolution. Page 18 of the resolution.
So if she was crying out, giving the names,
My lord.
your inspector, this gentleman, whosoever is Padm Boro, he had his data receiving center shut down at that time or what? Padmpani Bora. If she was saying out the names of some people, what led him to submit the report?
My lord, she has not seen. She said, I suspect.
Saying, that's what you are
This what.
reading out. That she was saying, taking the names of two people.
Yes.
So your Padmpani Bora must have heard her saying so. He gets the information from there only. What happens in the GD diary? GD entry. Where does that information go?
Lordship, we take it upon Wednesday. Let me just reconcile the records. I have not read this. They have brought all these things. Wednesday, Lordship, I'll just find out what is the sequence exactly.
Let them file the details. What about the second wife? She has been arrested or what?
She has been released.
She has been released.
I have been told yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Yesterday,
Day before.
the SP Dubri and the officers of the Bilasipuri Para police station are present in the court with the case diary. Mr. Mazumdar has placed on record a narration in form of sequence of events which shall be retained on the file. If praise for and is granted 4 days time to file a detailed affidavit list on Wednesday. On that day, the SP and the police officials concerned shall remain present in the court.
In the affidavit, will
Whatever you want to say,
no, we'll say, but as per records are, will not annex. Let this document.
the case diary can't be annexed. That we know very well.
If necessary, will produce this before Lordship.
Item 27.
And the relevant documents, you may keep the translations for our benefit.
Yes, wherever I find in vernacular, I'll.
Yes.
May it please your lordship, today morning I have filed the reply affidavit. May I pray this matter be taken up next Wednesday?
MS Chaudhary submits that she has filed reply affidavit today. The same be tagged with the record list on 12 June.
Can it be on 9th? The stalls are closed, lordship.
9 June.
Item 28.
Yes.
May I please, your lordship?
Lavazna court report says that service is complete against the respondent number 4.
Yes, okay,
So matter may be listed for admission here.
okay. The, as per the report of the Lavazna court, service has been effected on the respondent number 4. No one appears on behalf of such respondent despite service. List for admission.
Lordship may kindly fix a date.
When do we want?
Any date Lordship deems fit and proper.
12 June,
Lordship,
14th. कर लो पासवर्ड लीजिए पहले, ये भी डालना उसमें जो हैबियस कॉर्पस है ना, उसमें डाल दीजिए।
Passed over matters, item number 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yes.
I think today, I pray for 2 weeks time, madam.
No, absolutely no. Either argue on merits.
If madam,
There were only two options.
I come across a judgment of Supreme Court. madam,
You
where-
argue on merits, don't bother. Whatever judgments you want to cite, please do that.
I thought I will be in dilemma, madam. That's why I pray.
Well, that's your choice. We are not adjourning it, that is for sure. Before you cite any other judgment, tell us any provision of law or any judgment on that aspect for that matter,
Yes.
which says that the accused is required to be heard before registering the FIR.
It is not required, but my lord, the petitioner, my lord, made us a party, my lord, in a petition. my lord.
Maybe there is no order against
But-
you.
I have came across a melon was judgment of M. Subramaniam, no? Where my lord, the appellant was not even a party in the petition, my lord.
Yes. Let us see judgment.
That is my lord.
Yes. What has happened, Mr. Nath?
No, FIR has not been registered because there is an order of stay.
Stay.
Yes, in the review petition, there is an order of stay.
Of 19/1/23, my lord.
Oh.
Yes, my.
May not be given effect.
In item 4, no?
Yes, yes. Yes, please.
Yes, my.
What do you want?
Yes, my. 2016 SCC, my lord,
2016 SCC.
728, my lord.
Yes, please. 20 volume 16.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Page 728.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes,
Para 1 and 2, my lord.
yes.
The interim order.
1%.
2016 SCC 728. The impugn order dated 6/1/2010
Yes.
passed by Madurai Bench of Madras High Court in criminal OP so and so number filed by S. Janaki. The first
Yes.
responder before us, direct the arrest. Inspector of Police City Crime Branch, KK Nagar, 3C to register a case. That is first information report on the basis of the
Yes.
complaint. So, and after investigation, file a final report in accordance with law. Aggrieved, Mr. Subramaniam and Mr. R. B. Prasanna Venkata, who were not even made parties to the aforesaid criminal case number so and so, have filed a present petition under Article 130 of the Constitution of India. By order the so and so, the permission to file special petition was granted and notice was issued. On considering the facts and assertion made, it was directed that in the meanwhile operation of the impugned judgment would be stayed. Now, my lord,
Yes.
para 6 is important, man. 6, Sakri Basi was, my lord,
Yes, Sakri Basu was reiterated. Yes.
He says, my lord, why it is not possible to accept the content of appellant on the question of Lucas Standi, but the appellant has
Yes.
stated that, my lord, the complaint has no Lucas Standi to file as FIR, my lord. That's why this observation was made, my lord.
Okay.
Now, we are inclined to accept the contents under the High Court
Yes.
could not have directed the registration of FIR with a
Yes.
direction to the police to investigate and file a final report in view of the judgment of this court in Sakri Basi so and so.
Yes.
Now, my lord, see, my lord, it is also, my lord, follow my Sudhir Bhaskar.
Yes.
Now, my lord, para 8, my lord, we are also surprised and concerned at the registration of the FIR in crime so and so, notwithstanding the stay order passed by this court while issuing notice by who is the officer of the impugn was directed to remain stay. In these circumstances, we would allow the present appeal and set aside the direction of the High Court for registration of FIR and investigation into the matter by the police. At the same time, our order would not be impediment in the way of first responder to filing document and papers with the police person to the complainant.
Yes.
So, and the police on being satisfied that a criminal offense is made out, would have liberty to register an FIR. It is also open to first respondent to approach the court of the Metropolitan Magistrate if deemed appropriate and necessary. Equally, it will be open to the appellant or others to take steps to protect their interest. Now,
Mr. Nath, there is already a stay. We direct your Director General to file an affidavit. What action has been taken on the representations?
But
Even if our direction to register the FIR is stayed, what is your obligation under law? Yes, as per Lalita Kumari.
But I got the instructions, my lord.
Yes.
Just, I'm sorry, my lord, I could not go through.
Yes.
14.
Yes. Yes. कोई बात नहीं, हम इंतजाम करेंगे ना, अभी चिंता मत करो। Yes. Yes, what do you want to point out from Lalita Kumari?
Not para 3 also, my lord.
Of Lalita Kumari?
Yes, my lord.
Yes, read.
Para 3, my lord.
Yes.
A two-judge bench of this court in Lalita Kumari instead of UP. My lord, my lord. Para 3, my lord.
Yes.
Here, my lord, the Honorable Supreme Court interpreted 154, 154.3 and 156, and incidentally 157 also. In para 3, my lord, is two-judge bench of this court in Lalita Kumari versus so and so. After noticing the disparity in registration of FIR by the police officer on case-to-case basis across the country, issued notice to the Union of India, the Chief Secretary of all state and union territories and Director General of Police, Commissioner of Police, to the effect that if steps are not taken for registration of FIR immediately and the copies thereof are not handed over the complaint, they may move the magistrate concerned by filing complaint petition for appropriate direction to the police to register case immediately and for apprehending the accused person.
Yes.
This was also, my lord, observed in the Lalita.
So yes, they have moved the Director General Police. What has been done on that?
The petitioner has not moved, my lord. His brother has moved, my lord.
Oh. Anyone can set the criminal law in motion.
Yes, my lord, yes,
Then-
that's true, my lord.
Okay.
But,
All right. What have you taken to serve the respondent? Respondent number 1. Have you taken the steps?
Yes, we have taken step around
When?
24/113, my lord.
Hmm?
In 24/113, my lord, office note that is not reflected, my lord, but we tried to serve him, my lord, by Dusty also, my lord, but we could not find him, my lord. That's why we have filed an affidavit. man.
Service upon the respondent number one has not been effected. Let fresh steps be taken on such respondent within 3 days, whereupon fresh notice shall be issued. Thus, the service is permitted. It shall be the responsibility of the petitioners to review applicants to get the notice served on such respondent. First of the review applicants have preferred the instant review application, comma, being aggrieved of the direction given by this court by the order dated
Page 30 man.
4/1/2023. Directing that the representations dated 14/6/2018 and 28/6/2018 submitted by the petitioner making allegations of custodial violence by the respondent by the police officials while he was arrested in connection with so and so to be treated as an FIR by the Baralumuk police station and to take consequential actions. The said order has been sought to be reviewed on the strength of the Supreme Court judgment in the case of so and so. It is submitted by the petitioner's counsel that the High Court, while exercising the writ jurisdiction, comma, cannot give a direction to register the case, register an FIR, and that the complainant oblique victim would have to take appropriate steps in terms of the appropriate steps of filing a complaint if so desired, if the FIR is not registered. Considering the said submission, comma, the direction given to register the FIR was stayed by this court in the review petition by order dated 19/1/2023. Notwithstanding the said stay, comma, we are of the opinion that there is ample material on the record of the case to show that when the victim, that is the respondent number one, was presented before the magistrate after having been arrested in connection with Baralumuk police station case number 344/2018, comma, injuries were noticed by the magistrate concerned on buttocks. The victim Manoj Upadhyay complained to the magistrate that he had been tortured in police custody. Thus, comma, first of the victim thereafter, comma, lodged complaints to the higher police officials, including the Director General of Police, and the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Assam, on 14/6 and 28/6/18 respectively. First of, considered in light of the observations made in Lalita Kumari versus, however, comma, when no action was forthcoming on these complaints, comma, the victim approves this court. Full stop. Even if for a moment, comma, it is the contention of the petitioner's counsel, applicant's counsel, that the High Court, while exercising writ jurisdiction, cannot issue a direction to register an FIR is accepted, comma, the fact remains that as per the judgment rendered by Honorable the Supreme Court in the case of Lalita Kumari versus Government of UP, comma, if an application of the complaint is filed disclosing commission of cognizable offences, comma, the police officials concerned are under an obligation of law to register the FIR, failing which they would face contempt. Thus, this copy of this order shall be communicated to the Director General of Police Assam and the Deputy Commissioner Police Assam,
The city is trying to.
Guwahati. And they shall be required to file their affidavits in this matter positively by next date of hearing. List on 13th June.
I have also filed an IML for striking out of the respondent number 8 to 15, madam, because I have no grievance against them.
We'll see, we'll see. Don't worry. हो गया ना वो सब साथी yes
Pass board matter item 11.
Please, your lordship.
Yes.
My lord, prior to going to the record, one legal aspect has not been addressed by the honorable single judge. This legal aspect is the Sokos notice was issued to proceed under Sokos charge sheet was issued to proceed under Rule 9 of the Disciplinary Appeal Rule. And under Rule 9, Sub-Rule 5, there is the provision for appointment of the presenting officer.
Yes.
So these legal issue has
Have
not
the
been
record?
addressed.
Yes, Lordship. I'm with the record, Lordship.
Okay.
And one more thing, Lordship. The order of compulsory retirement was passed in December 2014, Lordship. So they waited till they were acquitted
Acquitted in the
in,
criminal
yes,
case.
Lordship. What did they do during this period, Lordship?
Yes, yes, yes.
This is there. And apparently, Lordship, there is a 376 charge, Lordship.
That's all right.
Yes,
That he has
Lordship.
been acquitted.
This has been. So there
His argument is technical.
Lordship.
Technical
yes,
flaw in your proceedings. Do you have anything to say about that?
Lordship.
Do you have anything to say about that technical argument? Presenting officer,
Lordship,
And
there
the
may be
inquiry
that
officer
presenting officer, for non-appointment of presenting officer that cannot vitiate an inquiry. Lordship,
No, no.
unless Lordship.
presenting officer and the inquiry officer being same. That is the allegation.
No, Lordship, this is not so. In the affidavit, we have.
Hmm. Okay. What is your argument?
My lord, there was no presenting officer. Inquiry officer is the prosecutor and he was the judge. In the-
All right. He doesn't need the assistance. Witnesses come, he record the statement.
My lord,
What is the prejudice cause?
My lord, the Rule 9(5) says the proceedings to presenting officer are required to be appointed.
So
Because
they
my
don't,
lord-
that is for the assistance of the inquiry officer. He doesn't need it.
The inquiry officer put the question answer extracted from this, and he is the immediate superior officer of the police department of the petitioner, appellant. So my lord, without presenting officer, he dictated the proceedings and what he has the question put forward. And he
Are those proceedings available on record? Have you filed the proceedings?
My lord, the inquiry report we have enclosed.
Let's
Proceedings,
see,
my lord, record
you
was called
say,
for- record
you
was called
say,
for- my lord.
no, so you file them on record. If you say that the statements are vitiated because the inquiry officer acted as the presenting officer also,
Yes,
show us the statements. Where are those statements?
in the writ petition.
Yes. See, annexure.
My lord, my in the writ petition, my my amendments at the
Gentlemen, do we have the statements? You are arguing that he only put the questions, he only elicited the answers. So where are those documents?
my lord, the inquiry report says itself. There is no prosecution PO's brief, and the inquiry officer himself asked the question. Inquiry report says so.
So why that is vitiated? Tell us.
My lord, my lord, the inquiry officer, my lord, if the inquiry officer himself put the question, and did he answer that his question of officer will be like that, like his liking, and the answer will be the according to his what he wants.
Then you have a right of cross-examination
My
from the witnesses. Is it your allegation that your cross-examination was not recorded faithfully?
No, my lord, this is not my.
Then?
This he avoided the cross-examination.
Then
That, my lord, the process of law to be required to follow.
what rule you are referring to? Let us know. All right, we'll admit it. Clear it fine. Admit. the learned counsel, Ms. MS Bhattacharya, has the original record. We have perused the same. The writ appeal is admitted. Admission notice. No ground is made out to pass any order on the prayer for interim relief, which is disposed of. Interim relief list for hearing in August. Okay,
Lordship, do I need to submit?
not required. The record may be returned for the present.
Deeply obliged.
Daily list, item 20 for hearing.
This matter, my lord, I'll seek some accommodation and pray for the matter will listen to Tuesday.
What is the petition about, writ appeal about?
My lord, the matter relates to selection and appointment in the Assam Forest Protection Force Constable, my lord. My lord, we as a 14 numbers of petitioners, my lord, approach before the learned single judge, my lord, challenging the select list and the other grounds of, my lord, they not selecting the appellants. Then, my lord, out of the 14, my lord, relief had been given to the 5 numbers of petitioners and they have already been, my lord, appointed also.
Okay, so why the other 9? What
My
happened?
lord, other 9, the learned single judge has said that our prayer is different and, my lord, we could not, my lord, the reason which has been cited for distinguish and classify us, my lord, that is the ground of challenge, my lord.
Okay, very well. As prayed, list by Mr. Gogoi, list on 20th June.
Obliged.
Hearing. Okay.